Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 297. And we're going to search through, as you can see, a penny roll that has an Indian head scent on it. And it has a, the other side has a filled in 5 with an S, which I'm pretty surprised about that. Anyway, so this is a 1903 Indian head penny. It's worth probably $1, maybe 50 cents. And I got it off of eBay. Now, I do not recommend picking up truly, I'm doing air quotes here, truly unsearched. And I'm going to show you someone's, what they look like on eBay. Okay, so look, this person has a bunch of them. He or she wants $15 plus free shipping, $15 a piece. Okay, and they say it's truly no, but this is the thing. How could it be truly unsearched? Does this one say it? Okay, this one doesn't say it, but there's another one that says truly unsearched, but guaranteed a steal scent. Okay, how do you know that unless you've been through it? So this is part of the issues with buying what people are calling unsearched rolls on eBay. Okay, and I picked this one up basically for the channel, right? And I could even see that the side looks like they hand did this themselves. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see now. This side feels pretty strong. I can tell already that the side that they have machines that crimp the ends. And let me see. I have to admit it is pretty strong. Like I can't just let me see. I can't do it by hand. All right, so we're gonna start off with this, and we're gonna see what we find here. And obviously, we know the first penny and we know the last penny. It is a pretty strong crimp. I don't think he's doing this with a hand. There's a hand crimper one that you can use. I could be wrong. Maybe he's a pro at it. Yeah, you can see how it just flies open. So this is not like, so if that's 1903, if this is true, anyway, the point is this is not, I doubt this is unsearched. We're going to find out right now whether or not it is. The person claimed it was unsearched. This person had 100% feedback. Come on, seriously? Yep, I'm not going to get a nice roll out of here either. Yeah, you see this wheat? So let me start off with this in case anybody checks out. Once you see wheat cents, or they start talking about steel pennies, steel cents in the description, it's basically BS, okay? Because they're adding this for suckers to they got these for 2 or 3 pennies a piece, and they bought 100 pounds of it. You know what I'm saying? And now they're putting a couple in there, and they're trying to make you believe. Like, I mean, it's not if you found one wheat cent out of 1,000, one steel wheat cent out of 1,000 rolls, that would be tremendous. To find 4 and that they guarantee, forget about it. It's fake, So that's pretty sad. Now, the only question is whether or not the person, so here goes we're going to look at this, whether or not the person missed anything, right? So you kind of, let me see, does it need the light? Well, we'll see about it. So we're kind of going to try to match. Well, you're hoping, right? I'm hoping that whoever, that the person, so this is, I don't even know if this is $1, so, and these here, again, unless there's an error that the person missed. I've never seen a 43 before. They're all 43s? They're all 43s. Okay. So yes, I have seen a 43 before. It's, what I'm thinking of is if you found a 43 copper, that's the one that's worth like millions of dollars. And here's a 43D that's in bad condition, obviously. And look how scratched it is. I wonder what that's about. All right. Those are basically worthless. So again, I'm doing this not because I believe it's truly unsearched. I truly believe it is searched. Maybe that'll, oh, I should write that down. That'll be a good that will be a good title for the video. Truly, with quotation marks around it, of course. Truly, oh, 1919. All right, that's pretty low too. Yeah, I mean, this is worth maybe 10 cents. I mean, it's not in good condition at all. Truly searched would be the better, would be a good title description. Truly searched. But what I'm really doing this for is to show the audience, to show you what you get on eBay for $15. All right, this is my little pointer. This one has a little notch on the 5, but the coin is in such damaged condition, and possibly, I don't know what that is, but the 5 is notched. Oh, okay. So one of my members, his name is Eric, and he's very knowledgeable about coins. If you go to the description below, you will find Eric's channel. It's called keeneEyeCollectables, and he's very knowledgeable about coins. And he corrected me about something today on the comments. And I'm pretty sure he's going to see this video, so I get a chance to communicate with my members through the video. And one of the things that he said was that even the I'm going to call it the die variations, meaning that the dies, as you explained it, Eric, that are struck twice, squeezed, or what have you, that they make variations to the die, that when the planchet is struck, it creates the double die. Even for the small things like a spread, would also be considered a double die because it's a double, because the die was double struck or squeezed or what have you. Now, the one thing that you didn't explain in, that I didn't see in your comments, maybe you did explain it, is like on copper coins, he talks about notching. And I guess the notch was caused from, see it. So that was one of the other things that I spoke about that you didn't address in your comment, was notching. So is that also called, see, and I've watched, for example, double, what's his name? Copper coins. I watched some of his videos, and all right, this one has the lamination error. And I'll even put this one. And even he gets confused with between what is or what is not one of his own identified variations, which I'm sure is just normal and human. This one has a collar error. And so I'm going to assume, and you can correct me in the comments below, that the notching also is from a second. See, look, now this one here looks like it has an art. Now, wow. Well, I'll be honest. I'm going to put this one to the side. We'll check the copper coins at the end of this. And this is the problem with copper pennies and wheat cents even more so, because even through the camera here, I can see the 5. There's a spread on the 5, the D, which would be a repunch mint mark, I'm assuming, and even the 9. I don't even need a microscope to see it. It's so obvious. The only question is this a die variation? So I'm going to put that to the side. So one of the things that they, that's pretty big. I don't know about if this is one of the things that on copper coins and other era websites they talk about is die variations. That's really interesting. I'll put that one to the side too. And excuse me, is notching on the most specifically is on the date. And I'm going to assume, unless I'm corrected, that the notching is also has something to do with would also be considered a double die if they got it, if they're calling it if they're identifying it as a I guess they're identifying it as a double die, right? Because it's on the website. So I guess that's what I'm saying. So that was the one. But outside of that, which I'm again, I think I just answered it myself. That's all we're really hoping for. Like this is, I think, well, I don't know. So like to me, you see the 1, maybe even on the edge of the 5, the tip of the 5 there. Those are things they might consider notching. But it has to be identified. Now, are you going to be able to see a die marker on this? Look how scratched. This is the problem with these wheat cents and the copper pennies is that, and again, even experts have problems identifying them because, I mean, I'm sure the marker is here somewhere. And if I really, I mean, how long, maybe if I look under this under the microscope for a couple hours, I'll find it. I don't know. Or I'll imagine I found it. Oh, wow. But with these truly searched penny rolls, to me, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for something that the person missed. I think this was the ender. I think this was the ender. Filled in 5 on an S. Maybe that's worth a quarter too. I don't know. And I see one that looks sintered there also. I don't know if that's a cut or not. Maybe it is because I see one right next to it over here. But I also see this line going around the side. You see? See all the notching on this? Look at this. Look at this 47. It has all the tons and tons of possible hallmarks of what might be considered, well, I guess it would be considered a double die. See, to me, I wasn't considering it a true double die because it doesn't show two of them. But as Eric corrected me on, it would still be considered a double die because the hammer die was squeezed the second time. That made, as I understand your explanation, Eric, that squeezed it a second time that made changes to the elements, in this case the date, that would be considered a double die because it was squeezed or made hit a second time, the die. So if I understand that correctly, as and again, I just read the comment one time. I probably have to look at it several times to truly absorb the information. All right, here's another woody lamination. And here goes the sintered penny. Yeah, you can see how red it is. 39. We got a sintered cent. So now, so again, the true problem with this is that the roll is searched through, right? This for this roll to be unsearched, it would have to have been from the bank, meaning that somebody has this penny roll lying around for 80 years, and then they put it up for sale. That's the only way it could be truly unsearched, right? Because there are wheat cents in here, and an Indian had, right, because of the age of the penny roll. So nobody can claim pennies are unsearched if you don't know where they came from, right? So, for example, when I got a bunch of wheat cents at the beginning of the channel a couple years ago from my son's friend. Okay, and this person was an older person who bought things from people on the street, meaning he sold stuff. He was like a vendor but right on the street in front of my son's house. I remember this guy from when I was younger than my son. Before my son was born, I remember him sitting outside selling whatever he had, to sell. And he knew a lot of people, so I knew that what he had was from when he had wheat cents, they were from people who just collected wheat, you know what I'm saying, who just collected them in a jar and put them in a wrapper. They weren't, they were, I mean, they were possibly, 40, 50 years old. Anyway, point being that that's a very, very rare and odd occurrence. Otherwise, 1919S, that seems like but look how dull it is. I'll look this one up on eBay. A 1919S. I'm gonna go to lowest first. There's 2,800 of them on eBay. Okay, it's a $1 penny. Maybe this one's in a little better condition. Yeah, it's a $1 penny. All right, so that's a $1 penny. I put the rubber finger through my hair. It pulled out my hair. All right. So otherwise, Wait, is that gook or is that? Let me look at this through. If that's copper, that's an error, obviously. Oh, it has crackle on it and everything. I have to make sure that's not glue. I don't think that's glue. Oh wow. Wait, hold on a sec. 'Cause there's crackle on it. And the only question I have is it looks like if that's a strike through, then this is a valuable penny, maybe $10 or $20. Um all right, here we go. I have to know though, and you need to know too because I got this out for you. So this would be extremely I think this is and I don't want to get it all over. Okay. So I put some alcohol on it just to see if that is gook or not. And then we're going to wipe it off and see if it stays on or not. And the alcohol will not, and put it on very quickly, but alcohol, I doubt if it's going to affect copper. I've never seen it really affect copper. It just helps to break down the dirt if there's any on the top. All right, let's look at it. Let me wipe off the desk. I'll be honest with you. If that's copper and it's not glue, I have to look at it again. I The problem is I see the crackle on it, which makes me believe it's very old glue. I think that's what it is. But the funny thing is, it comes in the shape of it's in the shape of webbing. And you see, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, specifically right here. And it's not. I don't believe that would be even if it wasn't glue. I don't think it's called waffling, but I think it would be considered a strike through. Um, a strike through. But I think this is really, really old glue. You could just see the crack. If this was a waffled or strike through from web, something at the mint, then that would be really, really valuable. But it's not. This will probably be a good what's that called? Thumbnail. Yeah, if that's copper, right? Which I'm telling you, I really don't think I could see the difference in color, and I could see the crackling. You see the crackle, and you can see it going over the letters. So it's not. I'm pretty sure this is just. I mean, it could be glue from not glue, hardened substance from the mint, possibly. I doubt it that also, but you can see the circles there that are very specific to something. Oh man, yeah, this would have been valuable if this was a strike through with especially strike through like extra copper or something like that. So I will put that to the side. It doesn't need research, but I will put that into my cleaning apparatus. All right, and as you could tell, see these oh yeah that's just damage. So is this fun? Well, I think that if somebody is not an avid penny roll hunter like I am, then this might be considered fun for them. You know what I mean? Like you never done it before. Oh, let's see what we can find. You know, you can look each one of these under a microscope and research every one of these little notches. A lot of 57s. But for me, I would have to say it's less so. If this, I'll be honest with you, if this one here, if this was to turn out to be like, I'll put this into paint stripper to see if it takes that off, which I bet you it does. But look at the little circles on it. This would have been worth, you know, $20 if that was a copper strike through, maybe 30. Yeah, I think that's just junk in it. So, for example, maybe this is a good example. I don't want to get too off topic, but you can see some of the spread, or yeah, the spreading on on the top. But I found one of these before. I can't remember the name, but grease a lot of times is around the edges for obvious reasons. That, you know, the edges is what's touching other mechanical parts on the at the mint, and you can find spreading along the top of the motto, and it's from the grease. It's a grease strike basically. But then there are other ones, and what I've noticed on copper coins is that most of the spreading that are considered a double die variety, it's not the top. It's on the bottom or the left or something like that. Anyway, uh, is this another? Is this second Indian head penny, or is this the first one? Oh, it's the second one. So the first one was the 1906, and they gave us a 1903. All right. Now this one, you can see some of the features. You can see some of the letters in Liberty and some of the features on of the feathers. I know reading is on here. I'm not sure if these are considered reading or not. I forgot there's a name for it, for those little notches, but you can see those. You can see the arrows. You can even see some of the lines in the shield. So this one is in probably fine condition. And the first one that we got, possibly also, see, look, if you look at let me look at the reverse. The reverse is similar, but the head is not. You can see how much more detail you can see here in those lines. I don't know if, again, I don't know if they call reading or not. And here you're not. And I forgot, there's a reason for these little notches there. I can't remember exactly, but anyway. So maybe it is for wear and tear. I'm not sure, but you can see that this one here is in much better condition than this one just by looking at the lines there, those little lines. So what does, and it's an older one, which is pretty cool. What does a 1903 Indian head penny in fine condition go for? Let's see. 1903 Indian head penny, fine. None of them came up. Indian head. Okay, let's go to lowest first. If you type in 1903 Indian head fine on eBay, you will get 164. Okay, so this one would not be well, maybe it would. Let's look at it again. I said fine, and then we're gonna look. Yeah, I guess it is. So it's a $2 penny. And again, this is the absolute lowest on eBay. So you can see that's about right. You can see the lines or the I don't know if that's called reading or not. And they want $2 for it. Might be $2 plus shipping. I don't know. Let me come out a little bit. See, these here, even though the image might be a little bit finer, but because of the other parts of damage, that's why the listing it is fine. Again, $3. Oh, that's a nice. Well, it's a nice picture. I don't know if it's in better condition or not. Oh, and it has the woody lamination. $2 probably plus shipping. All right. So it's a $2 penny. So we got a $1 penny, a $2 penny, and I paid $11 for. Oh, but there's another one. Now, looking at this from the reverse, I would hope this is an 18 something Indian head cent. Okay, I was right. 1882, and it's not in fine condition. It's in good condition. So let's put 1882. Good. And good's like one of the lowest and one of the lower conditions. Yeah. So, and I'll show you what good looks like. And this one is gooder than some of the other ones. So I'm gonna let me put the light on this real quick so I can see it. And it has some I don't know. To me, that looks like a defective lamination or defective planchet lamination error, possibly. Anyway, I don't think it would give it any more value, regardless. So let me just show you what they want, and they're calling it bronze. The 1882 is bronze. I don't know. Someone called it bronze. So this is what they look like. They want $4 or $5 for them. That one might be in a little bit better condition. Yeah. See, and he says very good. You see. So I'm pretty on the spot with my grading. Um, Similar. Yeah, good full date, and we got that. And see, his has damage on it. Ours doesn't have damage on it that I saw anyway. So yes, maybe it's a $3 penny, $2 a $2 penny. So we got three Indian heads, probably collectively worth about $5. I think that's it for the Indian heads. We got another S. See, I think this is goo. I think that's goo. Let me look at it under the loop. I can't tell on this one. It could be anything, man. I don't know. I'm gonna put it with the other one though, as an anomaly. I might put them both into the turpentine. So And again, you can see all the notching. Now, in my mind, the reason this has to be compared to a website like Copper Coins is because if they're not identifying exactly what you're seeing, then it's, to me, it would be considered deteriorated dye or post mint damage. And Eric can correct me if I'm if that would be a correct assessment of what made these marks on this date, should it not be identified as a double dye variety. Anyway, that's what I think. I did not put that one to the side. And since we have several pennies and we're already over 30 minutes, I will do that as an aside extra video for research. I think we're already a little too deep in the weeds on this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the content, if you did not see the comment I'm talking about, I will show it now at the end of the video. So only die-hard channel subscribers will still be here. And of course, my members always watch all my videos to the end. And I will put Eric's comment up on the screen for those of you who have missed it, which I know will not be anybody because everybody is reading the comments and all of that. I doubt that's a strike through. Just doubt it. It's more likely a just some damage or peeling of the penny. Okay, so here I'm going to put up the comment now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do not buy these often, and I really don't care for them that often, that much, to be honest with you. But they are interesting, and a lot of people have never seen them before. This one was probably one of the better ones. Okay. All right, that's Eric. That's his channel, keeneEyeCollectables. And I'm gonna zoom out so you can see the whole, and you could pause it, or you can zoom in, or you can do whatever you want. I don't know if you can see the whole thing yet. Okay, there we go. Hi, Jess, and it goes on and on and on. There are new errors found on shield sense, and even that's the bottom part. The DD you see maybe indicate RPM or okay. So here you can read that, and this was on which this was on the video from, oh yeah, with the cartoon. It's the only video I ever put it with a cartoon on the thumbnail. So in case you're interested in watching that video, then you can find that one. That's episode 296. This is the comment under 296. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed. Please click like and subscribe. If you're still here, give a thumbs up. And I'll see you in episode 298. And again, I will do some, these are the ones I have for research. If you want to check out that video, it'll be coming up next.